Okay, fine. Uh, Before moving into Hadoop, do you have any idea what Hadoop is? Can anyone interact with me?
Yeah, it's an open platform which is used to process big data,
Okay.
and
Uh,
the framework actually is a cluster which have a large amount of data and which is processed in specific locations, ports.
okay. Fine, fine, fine. That's exactly what you said. Uh, I think you have Googled what is Hadoop and everything. You have got some quite knowledge about what you are going to learn today. So I'll just give you an overview of what is that. So Hadoop is just a distributed framework. That's all. It's from Java platform. So which is used to process a large amount of data. For example, the common word big data. It can handle three types of data. Can anyone say what are the three types of data? If you have any idea about
Digital
three
data.
types. Okay, I'm asking about do you have structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data? Do you have knowledge on
Oh,
that?
I know. Oh, yeah, I know. I know. There are two. There are two involved: structured and non-structured.
Yeah, three
Structured
types.
is. Mhm.
Yeah, three types it will be: structured, semi-structured, unstructured. Structured data will be usually it's visible and easily it can be easily understandable. That just you can put it in the for example just in a table format. Unstructured data you can see it as an URL data. The URL comes with that get and post methods and something else which comes with which cannot be easily understandable by the user. And semi-structured data, the very big example is JSON data. So some frameworks can't handle all types of data, but Hadoop is a advanced framework which can handle all the three types of data. That's the big advantage of Hadoop. So that's why everyone is skipping to Hadoop, and it can handle a large volume of data. And it is the main thing. It is in this is the open source, so you don't have to pay anything or you don't want to install or something else. Just you can download and install, and you can start working with it. That's these are the two advantages of using the Hadoop currently, which is in peak now. So uh, these are the things which we are going to see now. First thing is Hadoop, how it comes, how it starts, and what are the disadvantages on that. And as usual, we are going to see about the architecture, which is Hadoop architecture, and where we are using currently now. That's all. These are the three things we are going to proceed now. So Hadoop, it's Apache level project, Apache level software, and it's an open source, as I mentioned earlier. And it can be easily reliable, scalable, and it normally involves in handling big data. That's the main objective of Hadoop, and it is easily flexible. Before I'm moving deep into Hadoop, can I know something? Do you guys have any basic knowledge on Linux or SQL or something else like that? I need Linux or SQL, that's fine.
A little.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes,
I asked, is there anyone who has knowledge on Linux or SQL?
a little bit of both.
Sorry, can't get you.
A little, not that much, but a little bit of both.
Okay, you are in which platform, Linux, or I need Linux? I'm not asking much in Linux. Just the Linux commands, basic commands is enough.
Linux was made based on Unix, right, on the computer operating system.
Uh,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
completely
yeah.
an open source software.
Yeah. That's everything fine. I'm just asking you, do you have knowledge on Linux commands? How to access a directory from command prompt? How to make a directory? How to go into that particular path? How
No,
to give rights? How to give rights to a particular folder?
no.
No. Okay. Any knowledge on SQL queries?
A little bit where you got to type specific programs and
Okay.
commands.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine because the basic thing of learning Hadoop, you should know basic Linux commands and SQL file. Then it will be easily comfortable for you to proceed with that. That's why I asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, that's not an issue. It's just I will share you the basic what are the things to be learned. You can just study that. That will take hardly 1 or 2 hours. That's fine.
Okay.
Is only one guy available, or totally how many is there? I could get the response from only one guy. Anyone there?
I think it's only me because the link shows only talking you and talking Sayed and Bharat. Only two people are here, I guess.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay. And the basic the basic question is how to process big data with reasonable cost and time. That's the very big question now. How
Mm-hmm.
to process a big data, how to make that big data with the reasonable cost, how we can manage the time, everything is under that's we are going to see. These are all just an origin where it comes from. You just have a knowledge, that's fine. Basically in 2003 the Google has introduced Hadoop HDFS system, which is the basic in Hadoop. So after that, after implementing that, they started to process a large amount of data. In 2003, when they are implementing HDFS, that can handle big amount of data, but not that much. So they started handling megabytes and terabytes of data.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, they implemented MapReduce concepts, which can handle large clusters in 2004. So after that 2006 they introduced HBase. HBase is an uh, what to say? It's an SQL platform just like Oracle. It's an SQL platform in Hadoop. So where you can handle the queries, store the create a table and store values, store database and give rights. Everything will be under HBase and big databases. So we'll know about Hive too. That and all small platform. HBase is a big platform.
Mm-hmm.
Then these are all the histories when Hadoop has come into in current platform, and 2010 they have introduced HBase, HBase, Hive and Pix. All the three are SQL based platforms where you can handle queries and implement the databases, and you can process the databases, everything there. So 2011 they introduced Zookeeper, and 2013 they have introduced the Cassandra. Cassandra, which is a large databases which is existing now, and like Cassandra has a big job portal. So learning Cassandra alone, you can implement, you can get a very good job, mainly in US.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Then now we are going to see what is Hadoop. As I said earlier, it is an open source framework that handle a large amount of data and everything else. We started discussing structured and non-structured data too. So structured, non-structured, and semi-structured. I think you have got some idea now.
Mm-hmm.
So we can proceed with the further steps.
Okay. So the structured data, but structured data is one in like all the tables, all the data is sorted out and everything, right?
Yeah, exactly. The thing which you can easily understand, that is called unstructured data.
Okay.
If you go to URL and you copy and paste it in your notepad, you can't able to recognize what the data is. It comes something like www.google.com/something abcd
Mm-hmm.
ampersand ghf dollar something else it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes under non-structured data. That's not perfectly structured.
Okay.
Structured data in the sense you can, if you open a table or if you open a Word document and you can read those documents and you can understand what they are trying to say, then that comes under structured data. That's the basic difference. Semi-structured data, I think you have knowledge on JSON data, right?
On what?
JSON data, you came across JSON data?
No, not really.
Okay, fine. Semi-structured is what I can say, something HTML tags you see on coding part. You went across that on coding part HTML? Do you have any knowledge on HTML?
Yep.
HTML tags with something else, that's called semi-structured data. In that you can't understand the tags, but you can understand what they are trying to say. That's called semi-structured data.
Okay.
That's the basic difference. So that's this can Hadoop is a very big platform that can handle all those three types of data: structured, semi-structured, and non-structured data. So it will be kept as a file. The file will be moved to Hive. You can process the file. Everything will be seen deeper in the further sessions.
Mm-hmm.
This is the basic framework of Hadoop. I think you can say it is as an architecture of Hadoop. So
Okay.
EDW is Enterprise Data Warehouse. So using that we are connecting to HBase or PIC platform, whichever you need, you can choose that. Based on that, the process will be moved further. The PIG is a current environment where we are using for processing the databases. Hive is the basic thing. Hive, if you have knowledge on Hive, you can easily learn PIG.
Okay.
And HBase is another type of SQL platform that needs more knowledge and experience. Not currently. Now, currently we can move into Hive and Pick alone. That's fine for us. We will have a theoretical knowledge on HBase. I will give you the practical knowledge too, but you should be uh, more deep in HBase. If you want to go in HBase, you can I can help you in that too.
Okay.
And basically pig and hive or to be said everything is same, but queries are same, but platform alone differs and some features will be differing when comparing with pig and hive. And with the network, as I said, which we are going to process with HDFS databases, HDFS file system, or we can use MapReduce. MapReduce in the sense you have to have a quite knowledge on Java programming. Do you have any knowledge on core Java?
Not core Java, no.
No. Oops concept?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's enough. Core Java, I'll give you what should be learned so you can have an idea on that. Because on going into MapReduce concepts, you need to know at least we have to do some process coding of Java. So
Okay, so
I can help you in this. Yeah,
okay, I have a question. Like
sure.
In OOPS, like object-oriented programming, there are like
Okay.
many different objects in the field and methods that we use. right? So on Hadoop, is it
Okay.
like, matlab hai कि, I mean, in Hadoop, is it
Uh,
like any specific codes that are used, or you need to keep changing them?
you are asking about coding part, right?
Yes, coding part.
Here we don't involve much in coding part. Only if you are going into MapReduce,
Mm-hmm.
you need to write some part of codings. That is not too much. You can just two classes you have to call, and inside that you have to write some coding regarding this mapper and reducer concepts. So I can say that you can involve in the coding part as only 10% out of 100.
Okay.
Not that much also. Everything will be process will be under Linux commands only. You are going to process the you are going to be a database admin or database developer. That's all. You
Mm-hmm.
won't involve any coding part here.
Okay.
Only if it is mandatory, the client says that I need this particular part should be developed only through MapReduce concept, then you have to involve in coding. No
Okay.
other way. Then we are normally JVM is a Java virtual machine where you are going to run a Java program, and this the left part is fully with Hadoop environment, and the right part goes under deployment security and management, where we can use ab initio or something else like that. Do you have any doubt in this architecture?
A little bit. I was thinking about like Hadoop would be more of, like a master and the slave computer, different
Yeah, we will be
instructions.
going, we will be going deep into that. Just I'm explaining you the architecture alone.
Okay.
Is architecture fine for you?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. Here the main nodes are here are name node and second data node. Okay, that's what you try to say. It says master node and slave node, right?
Yep. Data node would be master, and the other one would be slave.
There are
Main
two
nodes.
nodes. One is yeah,
Main
there
node
are
and
two
data
nodes.
node.
Okay. There are two nodes. One is master node and slave node. Master comes under name node, secondary name node, and data node. Slave it comes job tracker, task tracker, everything else.
Oh, okay.
Uh, um, this is what
Oh,
the
yeah.
world is. Yeah, the world is data. The data we can split into two, and that particular data we can split into 4 to 5 racks, or depends upon the racks which you need, and you can save those data in that. The first thing is name node, DN is data node, and TT is task tracker.
Okay.
Secondary name node, or we can call it as secondary name node. What is the difference between name node and secondary name node in the sense? The name node is the basic, I think we can say it as a mandatory part. It will be running and it will be stored as a file system.
Mm-hmm.
If in case name node goes failures, then secondary name node acts as a name node until name node comes back into action. Secondary name node acts as a name node, so you can
Okay.
track the file system where it is and how you can process further. We
Okay.
can we will see deep in coming further sessions. This is just I am giving you the key points. These are all going to learn you.
Okay.
Hadoop distributed file system. That's what we exactly called as HDFS. That's
Yeah.
the basic. That's the basic in Hadoop. So it's tailored to process
Needs.
of MapReduce, and mainly name node handles the file stream. The usually how we can say that every file is every data that is saved as a file, that file we are processing into we are sending to Hadoop through Linux commands.
Okay.
and we are processing the data, and we are just saving the data to database through the database which you select, maybe Hive, HBase, or big databases. That depends on what you select.
Okay.
The replication factor, I will say in deep. I will say deep about the replication factor in the further sessions. Now, by default, you just know that the replication factor is 3,
Yeah,
and
minimum
the
3.
other, yeah, minimum is 3. That what exactly says is, if you give it as 3, then the particular file system will be stored in the 3 different tracks.
Mm-hmm.
One will be as a original data, and other 2 will be duplicated. So
Okay.
if in case that original databases gets under crashed or something else, you can get that data from this duplicate data where it has been done already. These 2 parts. So that depends on what client needs. If you need 1, you can save it as 1. If you go for 1, then you can once it gets crashed, you cannot get back those data. So minimum of 2 is mandatory.
Okay.
So it can the Hadoop currently it can handle the block size as 64 MB, but let us I think 128 MB, which we are processing now. It comes 128 MB per block size.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you can understand if for example 1 terabyte of data is coming,
Mm-hmm.
then it splits that particular 1 terabyte of data into um, number of blocks. Each block size is make it as 64. Now current is 128. You can make it as 64, and you can split that data as 1 terabyte of data into 1 terabyte divided by 64. That depends upon how many racks comes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is name node. Name node is, as I said earlier, name node is the primary node where we can where the file system is going to handle, and it is saved as a file system. So .fs .fs file. So once you cannot open and see what is going inside, but you can track those. If you are facing with any problems, you can go for transaction logs to get a knowledge what has exactly happened, and how we can proceed with further steps. So transaction log will be available in log files. You can get an idea what is the error, and how we can rectify. So we can handle the creation of replica blocks where necessary after a data node is failure.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Stores, the main thing is the data, everything whichever you come, it first processed into HDFS. That's the primary primary step of moving into Hadoop. So first we have to learn what HDFS is, and then we can proceed with how we can process HDFS data, how we can move from HDFS to Hive databases or big databases, or how we can process in MapReduce. Everything comes under that. This is what the MapReduce architecture comes. Once what you say client program, you can say it as a code or datas. You can keep it as datas. Once the data comes, it was been sent to job tracker. From that, it has been sent to more number of task trackers where it can handle large amount of data. So each task tracker will be sending a heartbeat reply to job tracker that says that I am running, and what the job assigned to me is under process. And if in case if the heartbeat reply doesn't come back, then job tracker can easily analyze that there is a problem with the task tracker. So it can go for task tracker and see what the problem is, and it can rectify the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand, or you
Yeah.
have any doubts?
No, not yet.
Okay, thank you. and task tracker handles the data, process the file. The main objective of job tracker is to handle only the task tracker. The job will be assigned to task tracker, and it will monitor the task tracker whether it is going for file. That's all. That's the main object. That's the main thing of job tracker here. Then that particular data will be sent to map phase or reduce phase. Map phase is the main objective of map reduce concept is it is splitted into two different blocks. We can say it as map phase and reduce phase. In map phase, the particular data will be splitted into large number of data. So each and every data will be processed, and reducer is phase is that the objective of reducer phase is to coordinate and link all the data as a single data, and it will give it as an output. Here in this part, for splitting and for reconnecting alone, you need to write some code. For example, if you give 1 gigabyte of data, this map phase will. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I could hear some sound. That's why. If if map phase is running, that particular 1 gigabyte of data will be converted into, for example, 1 gigabyte by 64 MB. You can keep it as. I'm just saying, for example. So depends on how you need. You can write a code that your 1 gigabyte of data should be split into this much number of data. So that, but then each 64 MB of data will be processed, and reducer concept combines all each and every 64 MB as a single data, and it will give it as an output. We can say it as a processed data. Okay.
Yes.
This is what exactly the name node, the metadata which can save it. For example, yeah, 1 gigabyte of data is coming. It is sent to name node. That name node it's sent to data nodes. So for that data nodes process the data, and it will be saved into each and every racks. Depends upon 64 MB per block. So it will split into different blocks. It will be saving that particular data into different blocks, and it will be sent to the client as a single data. When it comes to output, when client sees, it will verify, it will collect all the data from different blocks, and it will combine it as a single data, and it will send to the user. For example, you can say it as an user. Job tracker and task tracker. This is the main thing. This is going to handle the data. So job tracker, as I said, it splits up the data into smaller tasks and then sent to task tracker. So task tracker gets the input from job tracker, process the data, and again the reducer concept will be coming into action here, and it's a request. I mean, it combines all the data, and it will give an output as a single data. As the thing which I explained earlier, I given here as a separate points. That's all. Normally these will be processed in HDFS file system. The input file will be coming from HDFS, and final, after doing mapper and reducer concept, everything else, then the final output of processing a single data, it will be saved again in HDFS concept. Many other software packages besides Hadoop platform make use of HDFS, that we can see in depth earlier. In current, these are the companies which handles big data. For example, Yahoo, Facebook. Facebook is the main thing to implement Hadoop big data. Yahoo and Facebook. Amazon, Netflix. Now, normally, many companies started implementing Hadoop. So this is just an example. So many companies, I think, around 60 to 75% of companies started using Hadoop.
Mm.
And Hadoop, some example scales are FB's Hadoop cluster comes under 100 plus gigabyte of data, and these are all just an example to know how the Hadoop is processing in the current environment. The main applications of Hadoop is advertisement. For example, when we are opening Google Chrome, we can see some ads. So processing those ads or searches related. When you are going for Google search, you can Google searches, right?
Uh-huh.
Google search.
Yes.
Yeah, Google search for handling related documents. We are using Hadoop Big Data. FB, everything else comes under big data concepts only.
Okay.
Non-real time, I'm not exactly sure, and these are something which comes under non-real time large data sets. Um, this is just an example how Facebook uses big data and how it comes into process. In Facebook, normally the email integration, SMS integration, chat integration, everything will be done there. So I'm saying for a particular user, okay.
Okay.
Um, when messages sends or receives, it can those data are to be handled. So this everything has been processed under I mean Hadoop concepts, where HDFS comes into act. Hive is the databases which is going to handle the data into the database, and MapReduce concepts is going to split the data or split or reduce the data, and depends upon that, and it produces the output there. So this is just a real-time example. If you just have a view on this, you can comment an idea what you are trying to say. Fine.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Okay. The main system requirement for Hadoop is I'm sorry, I didn't explain you the basic requirements for handling Hadoop. The basic thing is you need a Linux environment, maybe Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, whatever is comfortable for you, or you can use CentOS too. 120, 1 GB RAM is fine, and minimum 500 GB hard disk is necessary for that to process Hadoop, to install and configure Hadoop.
Okay.
So that's the basic system requirements. I'm sorry I didn't explain you as earlier.
Yeah, no, no problem.
Thanks. Um, these are the system requirements. You can say it as an high write throughput, cheap or elastic storage, low latency, which is very important, and high consistency. That is also comes under mandatory part. Low latency and high consistency, and these are all the requirements. Why you are going moving from MySQL to Hive environment? Uh, Usually MySQL is also an open environment, but processing data when compared to HDFS and Hive, MySQL won't be preferable. Everything comes under the HDFS concept. So we cannot integrate HDFS with MySQL and all.
Okay.
We can what you can say, with SQL databases you can take a backup and you can convert that SQL databases into HQL or HQL databases into SQL, that you can do it, but we cannot integrate, we cannot communicate from HDFS to MySQL.
Okay.
That's a very big problem. That's why we are moving, instead of MySQL we are moving into Hive and big environments. the thing Facebook, that this example which I have given is explained through Facebook, how Facebook is processing and how they are process to be said, how they are processing the data, how they are handling the data, and how they are moving, and how Facebook works. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello,
I know
can
who
you
is
hear
this
me?
online.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Oh,
Yeah.
because I was trying to talk before and I couldn't take my, you couldn't hear me, so I can just, so I don't know
So
why. So I
you are also into this session, right?
yeah, yeah. Because
Okay.
when I was talking, you couldn't
Uh,
hear me. I don't know why. So,
for I think for long time I am and Saeed alone speaking here. I thought Saeed alone is the listener here.
Yeah, I thought
yeah,
that too.
I was trying to talk, but you couldn't hear me. I don't know why. So
I
yeah,
I
but
I
can you?
I thought you are kept in mute. I think so.
No, I dialed 2, 3 times, but that's fine. Can you tell me the requirements once more? You said 500 GB and something else.
Yeah. That's the system requirements which I am trying to set.
Yeah.
Usually you need 1 GB of RAM and 500 GB of disk. I think 500 GB comes as a minimum requirement. I think so. Now I
Okay.
don't
No,
think so.
by
320 GB hard disk and 256 GB hard disk are all existing. I'm
yeah.
not sure
So
about this.
for yeah. So for
Yeah.
taking the training, our laptop should have this requirement.
Okay. That i4 processor, i3 processor is fine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
With
I
the
have
1
that.
GB RAM,
Okay.
with 1 GB RAM and 500 GB hard disk is fine. I'm saying for
Okay.
normal, basic HDFS. If you are going for Spark or something else, then you need i7 processor.
Okay. I got it. Okay.
Because with i3 processor or i5 processor, if you are going to handle Spark or something else, then your system will get into trouble.
Yeah. Okay.
So better you can go for i7 processor. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. You're not going to cover Spark in this training, right?
No. I'm not
Okay.
going to cover Spark. Spark is comes under as a separate package.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
need, you can call Madhu regarding that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could
Go ahead.
hear some disturbances in between. Maybe your mobile messages, right? I'm not exactly sure
Yeah.
whose. Can you please make it as silent?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. May I know your name, please, to call you?
Oh, my name is Anushya.
Okay, thank you. Anusha, till now I was just explaining what is Hadoop and how it comes into existence and how it goes, everything else. Till now, you have any doubts? You have any?
Uh, yeah, like I missed some of where you were showing the MapReduce, but
Yeah.
but you weren't able to hear me, so
Okay. No, you can ask me. Now it's clear, right? You want me to explain the MapReduce
yeah,
technique? This one,
yeah,
right?
this one, yeah, if you can, if you don't mind, this one, yeah,
Yeah. You don't have problem, Syed, right?
No, I don't have any problem.
Yeah, fine. Then I can reduce. Here you can't understand anything, or you have any doubts,
no,
Anusha? Here.
yeah, no, can you just quickly like go through like why are you splitting it? It's because it's a big file.
Because handling a big file as a single phase is it will take large amount of time. That's why
Okay,
the
okay,
particular
you're
single file
splitting
has
it.
been splitted into more number of files, and each and every
Okay,
task tracker will handle single file. After splitting,
okay,
each and every task tracker will take that single file and it will process the data and it will send it as
okay,
an output. This will take less amount of time, because normally if you are processing 1 GB of data, if you take it as a whole, it will take nearly 1.5 hours, for example, just imagine it will take 1.5 hours.
Yes.
If you go under MapReduce concepts, if you split that data into more large amount of data, and if you process that, it will take, I can say it as a fraction of seconds, or maybe 1 second or 2 seconds maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the main advantage of Hadoop, and we are going into Hadoop concepts.
Okay, but then once you process it, it has to be combined again, right?
Yeah, that splitting and splitting the data and combining those data, I think it won't take much time.
Yeah. So do we have to write?
Maximum. Yeah. Go ahead, Anusha.
Yes. So we have to write the program to do that, to split the data and then process it and combine. So is that the Java program?
Yeah, usually if you have knowledge on Java, it is very easy for you to write a program, or else there will be a program code that you have to change some parts alone.
Okay. Yeah, I used to work in C, not. Yeah. I don't have any knowledge of Java, but I have knowledge of C. I used to work in C before, so I don't know.
C, C++, the advanced is Java. If you know C, then that's quite enough. Just an OOPS concept, OOPS knowledge of or core Java knowledge is fine for this. If you know C, then I can give you assurance that you can learn core Java within half a day.
Okay, but we have to learn that before your training starts, right?
If you learn that before the training starts, then it will be easy for you.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you have a large amount of time before the training starts. Once the training starts, I will be processing with HDFS and Hive concepts only. I won't go straightly into MapReduce concepts. So you have some time to learn Java.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Fine. Any other doubts, Anusha, here?
I didn't hear. Can you repeat?
Any doubts here? Can we move to further steps?
No. I'm good now. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you. This Facebook concept you can understand, right? Both side and Anusha.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is just an example, just for an lifetime example. I just given this Facebook, so you can easily understand. I think you guys have an Facebook account, so you are daily using those. So I think that would be a good example to make you understand what the concept is and how we are processing those data. Distributed file. These are mainly the advantages of using Hadoop. The distributed file system, fault tolerance, open data format, flexible schema, queryable database. Open data format is what you are saying is it's just a text format. The data which you are going to handle is just normally a text data, .txt files. Then here you don't have the main advantages of using Hadoop is you don't have any particular schema to be run here. If you go for Oracle SQL databases, you have any knowledge on Oracle SQL? Anusha, I need to ask you too. Do you have any knowledge on Linux and Java? I think Linux.
Yeah. I did work on Unix a lot, Unix and SQL too. I just don't know Java, but Unix and SQL I think. Yeah.
Okay. Then you can easily handle. You are comfortable with SQL, sorry, Linux commands, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Then it will be easy for you. You have a large amount of time to learn core Java. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Then these are some of the advantages which are why we are going into Hadoop. Data usually don't have. Sorry. Hello.
some noise. I don't know what.
Yeah. May I know where that noise comes from? It's from Saeed's area or Anusha's area?
No,
Well,
no.
not
I'm
mine,
in
sir.
a room.
Me too.
Yeah,
You
I'm in a
are.
room locked.
Okay, Saeed.
Yep.
Why that sound? It's from your side?
Well, no, but not from my side. Everything is quiet out here.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm not exactly sure. I think like Anusha, someone is also listening here who can't able to speak. I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because for
Yeah, I
the
think.
first half an hour, I was talking and you couldn't hear me. So maybe, yeah.
Okay. You are asking doubts.
No, not now. Yeah.
No. Okay, fine. Okay, and we go into the concepts. So when we are moving into Hadoop, as I said earlier, you don't have any syntax here or any schemas should be implemented here. So it is easy for beginners to learn, and you can easily process those data. So expensive to build reliability in each application. I don't think so expensive. They are not speaking about uh, software expensive. They are speaking about the data which you are going to process. And the biggest advantage here is it can handle a very large amount of data. For till now, I think so. 1 exabyte of data can be handled through Hadoop. So that much of data can be handled through Hadoop. Till now, I don't think so any other platform can handle this much of data. Only Hadoop does.
That's cool.
So that's the very big advantages in Hadoop. So everyone around the world is moving to Hadoop. So I think this is the right time you have entered into the very good platform. So that's perfectly fine. So it runs on heterogeneous. So that the main thing. One more thing forgot to say. So this Hadoop platform won't run on Windows environment. It can run only on Unix or Linux environment. So if you guys have Windows OS, you can use VMware to install Linux or CentOS, which is preferable to you, and you can do the practices there.
Okay.
VMware, you have knowledge, right? VMware, you guys have knowledge?
No, not really.
No.
You have worked in Unix OS, right, Anusha? So you can handle,
Yeah,
can go for straight.
yeah.
You
We have
can
a
go
Unix
straightly for.
machine.
Then
We have
that's
a
fine.
Unix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Why I'm saying is, if you have Windows OS, you can install Unix OS as a VMware, then you can process that.
okay. Yeah.
If you
Okay.
have Unix OS, then that's fine. You don't want to go for
Yeah.
VMware.
Yeah. No, I don't have Linux. It's in my office, in my work environment. They have it, and we use it through
Okay.
Putty.
If you don't have you don't have problem practicing there in your office.
No. I will install VMware over here in my laptop.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
This is the block server. What we say stores data into local file system. The block size I explained earlier, right? Which is 64 MB size, and all the data splitted data will be saved as a block. So that block size I am going to explain it here. A block server stores a local file system. Its maximum memory is 64 MB, so it can serve data and metadata to the client. So when the thing is the input given was splitted into a large number of data is splitted into many small number of data, and each data is saved as a block size inside that 64 MB size for example. And when we are trying to fetch that particular data, each and every 64 MB data combines into a single data, and that single data comes as an output to us. So block report, usually I said that sends a periodical report to name node, where name node handles those data. That's a file system concept. it saves as a .fs file. So if there is any problem, we can verify the transaction logs, what is going wrong, and where it has been saved, how we can access those, everything comes there. Then this is the replication strategy. Can you please guys mute that phone, please? Guys, you there?
Mine is mute.
Yeah, mine is mute. I don't know why. What?
I think someone is there. I'm not exactly sure. Replication strategy. What I'm trying to say is as a replication factor. The one replica and local node, second replica has a remote node, and third replica has a remote rack. So as I said, the replication factor is 3. Non-local node, it will save it as a original file, and remote track, second replica and third replica, it will save as a duplicate file. So if the file on local node failures, it will take that particular data from remote track, maybe second replica or third replica, depends on how it goes. Additional replicas you can make it, that depends on you. If you need, you can make it as 10 also. So that a single file, it will be saved in 10 different places. So if in case 3 or 4 goes crashed, then you can take it from the 5th or 6th rack. That particular file alone you can take it. Usually 10 is not preferable. You can go with 3 or 4. If you need, you can go for 5 or 6. That depends on how we are going to process. Then these are all checksums. Checksums is CRC32 is a concept which are going to validate whether we are processing with validate data or not. That you don't want to need into much deeper. Just know what CRC32 is. That's fine. Then data node, then file creation. File creation, you get data node does that. So it checks the sum. The checksum will be 512 per byte. That the file creation and file access. This is just a key point. In depth, when I will give you a full explanation when training starts. This is what I'm trying to explain from the first. Already I explained, and I repeat it now also. Client retrieves a list of data nodes on which it replicates into a block. Then the block to first data node. From the data node, the process will be moved to job tracker. Job tracker goes into task tracker. Task tracker process the data. Again, it sends to data node. Data node handles those data. Then these are all some Linux commands where you can use for MapReduce concept. That's cat, grep, sort. Grep is used for giving grep. Do you have grep? What for, Anusha? Anusha, you there?
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Can you repeat?
Grep. Where do you use grep?
Oh, grep. Yeah, it's to look for some a particular pattern in a file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sort unique -c.
Yeah, unique is like I forgot. I haven't been using recently, but unique is like find the. I think if there's a list of items, it will get the unique, right?
Okay, fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cat is like, I think it's going to just read.
Read the file or
and put it into another redirect it. Yeah.
This is just a MapReduce concept where the framework is used to handle large amount of data. Here alone you need to go for JVM and Java platforms. Mainly MapReduce is, if you know MapReduce, you can easily got placed in Hadoop as early as possible if you are well versed in MapReduce concepts. If you can easily learn, that's not much. Java is just a small concept. So these are all some advantages: log processing, web search indexing, Hadoop queries. These are all where we can handle big data and Hadoop. job client, job tracker, task tracker, and child. This is the MapReducer concept. So job client is going to get the data from the client. Job tracker gets the data, splits the data, and task tracker, each task tracker gets each single data and it processes the data. This child is going to process the task tracker's data. Can you understand how the flow goes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anusha?
Sure. Execution. Yeah.
Anusha?
Yeah. 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 I get it.
Okay, fine. Okay. Job client. That's what I said there. I given it as a here
Yeah.
description here. That's all.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the what do you say? This is the function which you are going to call in MapReduce concepts. For checking input and output, we go for job get input format of dot validate input of job. That's a function. Get input format is a class name. Valid input of job is a method. First one is to validate the input. We are passing job as a parameter. Second one is used to check the output, whether the file system and the job goes perfectly, and what the output format is exactly correct or not. We are going into that. These two are it comes under MapReduce concepts. When we are going to implement MapReduce, these two functions should be called. So for this, to write these functions, you need to learn core Java. That's all.
Yeah.
So write splits file is a function which is going to split the file and it get, and the out is a parameter which is going to give you as output. There you can give whatever you need, splits and output. The parameter passing and everything, I think you are well versed in OOPS concept, so I don't want to explain about method, classes and everything, right?
Yes.
Yes, I just have one question.
Yeah, sure, Said.
So, like, say for example, from HDFS, from a big Hive and MapReduce, including all of this,
Okay.
how many number of commands that we need to know?
Including for handling HDFS alone, you need to learn SQL, sorry, Linux command size. For when you are going into Pig or Hive or HBase, you need to learn only SQL commands.
For Pig and Hive?
Can you get me?
Yeah. Your voice is breaking. You said for Pig and Hive, you need to know SQL.
Pig, Hive, HBase, everything comes under SQL concepts. You need to learn SQL commands alongside.
Okay.
For HDFS alone, you need to learn this Linux commands.
Okay.
That's not much. I will give you the mandatory commands alone that you can learn within a day, maybe or if extends 1 or 2 days, that's fine. Not more than that.
So that's good.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it is it the normal one, like the select from where? Is it same or different?
Yeah, exactly. The queries, everything is same. Select star from database, select star from table name,
Okay.
use databases, everything is same, but the file format alone differs. SQL, here it comes as HQL, Hive Query
Okay.
Language.
Okay. Okay.
Queries are most probably everything is same only. You don't find any difference there.
Okay,
Okay.
so in this also you get like those negative errors, negative value errors on Hadoop or no?
Can't get you, Sayed. Can you repeat once again?
Does it also have like, does it show you the negative values? For example, if you've done something wrong, if there is an error in your program,
Yeah, it will show. It will show.
I mean, will it show like same as the SQL as negative errors, codes and all?
When you are going for SQL is a separate platform. As we are, yeah, have you used SQL using MySQL command prompt?
Mhm.
whether you have used MySQL command prompt, I'm asking you, Syed.
Oh no, no, I haven't.
Okay, how you are using MySQL? You have MySQL concept. You have knowledge on MySQL or SQL?
SQL a little
Okay,
bit.
Oracle SQL, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Oracle SQL. Okay, fine. If
Yeah.
you go under command prompt, I think when it is wrong, it will show some error. The same thing you will be get displayed here too in Hive or Pig or something else.
Okay, so does it basically have like the same commands of SQL as in for
Yeah,
like
exactly. What I said earlier, the commands, the queries, whatever you are running will be same. You don't find much difference with MySQL or SQL with the Hive and Pig. The queries and everything is same. The platform alone differs.
Okay, I get it. Like as average for like AVG between.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Where query, you when you are trying to filter something from the table which you are going to implement where or order by or group by, co-group by.
Mm.
Yeah, everything is same. You don't find much difference. When don't make it too complex size. When you are going to inside the training session, you
Mm.
will learn. Then you will feel more comfortable in that.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to like know like both the languages have like equal weight to learn
Okay.
pig
I can
height and
understand.
map
I can
reduce.
understand your question, but just basic knowledge is enough. Don't think much.
Okay, got it.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Then back to the concept. The jar file and the configuration file. The jar file, what I'm trying to say is for running MapReduce concepts, you need to implement some uh, jar files to be included. That I will share you when once the training starts. So that jar file is mandatory to run a particular MapReduce file. So that jar file and configuration file, everything you can save it in the HDFS system directory. When you are going into Hadoop platform, inside Unix, when you give in the command prompt some, for example, move into Hadoop or something else, then you can feel it that as a separate. You are working into a separate OS there. So you don't you cannot feel that you are working into Linux platform. You are working into a Hadoop platform. So something you can make it a feel that. So everything the process will be in the HDFS and HDFS. Everything that is as a separate OS there. Okay, guys, please interact so I could get that you guys are listening because sometimes I feel that I'm speaking alone here. Since it is
No,
an online training,
yeah,
so if
we're
you
here.
interact, it will be more comfortable for me too.
We're here.
Okay. Job status. To check the status of a job, you can go for this particular function: job submit client dot submit job LD, something else. So whether the particular job is in running or it gets failure or some other problem is there, whatever the status will be, you can check through this particular function. So those functions you need to write some Java code, how to check the status and how to implement those everything else.
Right. Mm.
Okay, this is used to job tracker dot job submit job of job ID. Job ID is for each and every job. Yeah, ID has been specified at the earlier. When the job comes inside, a ID will be mentioned to that, and with that particular ID, we are going to track how the process is going and whether it's going fine or you are facing any problem. Everything we are tracking under that particular job ID. So job in progress. These are all some basic functions. You just have a quick look in that because each and everything when we are going into the training, we can learn each and every function, how it goes, how we are going to process, and how it runs, and how it gives how it takes the input, how it going to process the input, and how it going to process the output. Everything we'll be seeing in the training session. This is just a key point we are going to handle those. That's all. So don't make this as much complex. just know what's the what we are going to do. That's all.
Okay.
Sort by priority. This is just to this is here we can give priority concepts here. So if a particular job is to be done done as soon as possible, so that particular job alone will be given higher priority, and that process will be done as soon as possible. So but the priority rating will be given here. So the highest priority executes first and the lowest priority executes the last, as priority comes under first in first out, just like that. And these are some functions which are going to init task or job in progress or something else. So split, for each and everything you have a function. For splitting you have a read split file function. For number of map tasks. Map task is for when you are going into MapReduce concepts. Mapper alone, it has some number of tasks to be run. So you can specify how many tasks are running using this split start length function. So you can track particular job alone using this array concepts. You guys know array concepts, right? I think since
Yeah.
you have known OOPS concept, I think you will be knowing array concepts too.
Yeah.
Okay, then array concept we are going to give it as map of zero, in the sense map of zero comes task in progress. I mean map of splits function, job task or something is can go for array for particular job alone. You can go for this array concepts. And reducer concepts, everything is same. Map reducer, map one function and reducer is another function. Then this is these are all just get new task for task tracker and maximum task that can be running on task tracker. These are all just functions, guys. You have a quick look in that. If you have any doubts, I can just handle your doubts.
Yeah. These you will explain in detail, right? Because
Yeah,
later on, right?
I
In
will
the
explain in
training.
detail. Yeah, I will just go explain you in detail when the training starts.
Yeah.
These are all
Okay.
just the key points we are going to process in this training. Just I'm giving you
Yeah.
the points. That's all. When you are going into deep, we will see each and every function in depth. Every
Okay.
single function we are going to see in depth.
Yeah. Okay.
These are all just loop concepts, just for checking whether MapReduce is less than MapLoad or something else. Initialize function, I think you guys knows what initialize function is. Yes? No?
Uh,
Initialize, you have any idea?
I like whatever I knew. It is initialize variables. But this one I don't know whether it is same or different.
Initialize variable, initialize function, it gets something differs. Both is not
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know this then.
Okay, fine. No worries, no worries. I will just explain you when the training starts. Okay, runoff method, offer service. These are all runoff. I think you know.
No.
Offer service. I'm not sure whether you are aware of this.
No. I'm not.
Okay. Okay, fine, fine. Said, you are you know initialize runoff offer service.
No, no, not really. I have a little bit of
Okay,
idea
fine.
about it.
Uh, I think in OOPS concept runoff function will come. I think so. Okay,
Runoff.
that's fine. That's fine. No issues. We will go into deep. Task tracker, as I said earlier, task tracker talks to job tracker with heartbeat message periodically, right?
Yep.
So to track that particular heartbeat response, you are going into this this particular function. This is just like initializing, creating an object.
Okay.
Task tracker, the localized job. These are all some functions, guys. You just have a look on this. So once the training starts, we can go in depth with what and each and every process. Job tracker. Here the task.runOf function is going to use for MapReduce concepts. Map task or reduce task which is going to run. So that particular running function alone we can go for task.runOf method. Then child of is task.runOf. The child is going to handle that particular data to be processed. So task tracker, as I said earlier, is going to get the input from job tracker and process the data. And job tracker, it's going to get the input from data node. It's going to initialize the job to task tracker and I think monitor the task tracker. That's all. Its job is only to monitor the task tracker. No other job is assigned to job tracker. Word count is a good example for MapReduce concepts. The word count concept is for what is in a view. The input is given as a Word document. There some text will be there. Some, I think to be said exactly, some content will be there. So that particular content alone will be processed in MapReduce concepts, and how many words are inside that, how many words are existing inside that particular content will be calculated, and the output will be given as total. This number of words are existing inside this particular content will be given as an output. This is the basic world level example for MapReduce concepts. So if you understand word count concept, then you can handle any content. That's guys.
Okay, so which one is like most tough among all of these? Pig, Hive, or MapReduce?
I can't exactly say that tough concepts. Whatever, if you understand, everything is easy.
That's true.
Yeah, if you can't understand, even HDFS will be a big headache for you.
No, I was just thinking about like, which would take the most effort to know
Most effort, I think that I can exactly say that you have to concentrate more on MapReduce. MapReduce is a concept that goes somewhat complex, not much, but somewhat complex.
Okay.
Because since it comes under some Java coding and something else, so that's the main thing there. If you are well versed in core Java, then you can easily handle MapReduce concept. There will be no.
Okay, so do you work as an Hadoop administrator?
Hadoop developer.
Hadoop developer, okay. So like on the day-to-day basis, how much data are you supposed to process?
I am handling now in my current project. I am handling around 1 terabyte of data.
Per day?
Yeah, 1 terabyte of data I'm just handling in my current project.
Wow.
That's using MapReduce concepts.
Okay.
That's fine. Your basic qualification?
Mine, I just completed my master's.
Okay.
I just completed my master's in information systems.
Okay. Then I think so. You have some knowledge on SQL, or I think database side you have some knowledge. I think so.
Yep, and for the database I know. Database
Okay.
and big data. But like about the
Okay.
programmings and all, I do have a little bit of knowledge, but not everything. I'm a bit rusty now. I need to refresh my memories again. concepts in
Okay.
mind so that I get back in the flow.
That's easy for you, I think so.
No, not really. Like everything takes effort, just need to put in more extra
Yeah,
time
that
to
that
get it
that
done.
comes that comes that exactly what you said. Everything comes with effort, but whatever you have learned and you have worked, you are going to refresh, right? So that won't be a big headache for you.
Okay.
I think so. That wouldn't be a big step for you. You can get recollected within 1 or 2 days.
Hopefully.
How about you, Anusha?
Yeah, I'm actually a business analyst. I was a developer. Like I did my master's in computers. So after that, I was a developer for some time, and then QA for some
What
time.
dev-
Now I'm actually a business analyst.
Wow.
what
That's
developer
nice.
you were?
Uh, Can you repeat?
What developer you are? You mentioned you are a
Oh,
developer, right?
I was working in AT&T as Unix, C, and then little bit of C++. And then I
Okay, okay,
moved to
okay.
QA. Yeah, then I moved to QA where I was doing Unix and SQL. I was doing some back-end testing. And for the past 3 years, I'm a BA actually. So little bit of
Okay.
my like knowledge is like, being a BA, I'm supposed to do requirements. So I do remember Unix and SQL, but it's a little bit rusty. Yeah. So I was going to
Yeah,
ask
that's
you, so whatever
yeah,
is
yeah.
needed for the training, the basic, whatever is needed for like Linux and SQL, will you be able to like give it to us so that we can brush it up before starting the training?
The thing is, I will
Or
share, if I will, once the particular topic is completed, I will
okay, then
share
you
you
are going
that
to.
I
Okay,
will share you the materials of that particular concept to your mail IDs. Maybe
okay, sir.
through,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. And I have a question. So every day, every week, like I think Monday to Friday, we will have
Uh,
1.5 hour training, right? So how much
uh,
preparation, yeah, how much time do we need for the preparation? Because I'm currently working, so I just want to know like how much time I will need to prepare to get ready for the next day's class.
if to answer this question,
Yeah.
whenever I take you parallelly work, parallelly practice those, then when
Mm-hmm.
I'm completing the training, you will be also become well versed in big data.
Okay. Okay.
The practice depends
Yeah.
on how much time you are going to take
Okay.
and the
So we
doubts
are
which you
going
are
to,
going to have.
yeah, yeah. So we are going to practice during class only, right?
If you guys make comfortable with your laptop with what I said earlier, i5 processor, even we are not now. I don't think so. We are not going to Spark. So i5
Sure.
processor with 500 GB hard disk with 1 GB RAM. More preferable
Okay.
2 GB to 4 GB RAM is comfortable. 1 GB RAM in the sense your system will get too slow. If you go for 4 GB RAM, that will be comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, I have 4 GB, so that is fine.
4 GB RAM is fine for you guys. 4 GB RAM with the 500 GB hard disk and Unix OS with i5 processor. If you guys ready with this on the first day of the training, then you can parallelly work on those.
Okay. Yeah.
If you guys are ready with your system and everything else, once I get the confirmation from Madhu, then
Yeah.
I will give you the installation or instruction. Just like this, I will give you one day for how to install and how to configure Hadoop. I'll just explain you that. That will take now normally or partially one day, I think so. No, not one day, but something lesser than that. So if you are ready with all those, we can start practicing parallelly.
Okay. Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
be
I
fine
haven't
for
used VMware, so I don't know how to do that
you. No,
VMware
you
thing.
said that
But I'll
you
Google it.
yeah, you said that you have Unix OS, right?
No, not on my home laptop. In my office, I have Unix, but I cannot use that. So,
Okay. That's why I asked you earlier. Can you practice in your office?
yeah, no. I Google it.
Okay, that's
I just
that's
VMware, right?
that's fine. That's not much. I will take you class. I will. You can coordinate with Madhu, I think so, regarding this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
She will give you a big solution for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Guys, any doubts?
I will not yet.
No.
Okay, fine. Shall we close this session? Sure. Thank
Yeah,
you, guys.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot, bro.
Thank you, Sayed. Thank you, Anusha.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for
Thank
the
you.
time. Have a good
Bye.
one. Bye. Bye, Nisha.
Have a nice
Bye.
day, guys.
Bye.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.